Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, I've been wanting to watch this again for a long time. This is from the early 70s, made for television, a creepy movie called Dying Room Only. Let's watch. Meet Bob and Jean Mitchell.
Chrissy will be very happy. We did get the picture.
Cloris Leachman, Dabney Coleman.
Got a broken cooler fan.
I'm sorry, Bob. Shoot me.
Load the gun, honey.
Oh, heaven's sakes.
Late.
They stop at a local diner
Operator, I'd like
for
to make a long distance call, please.
a bite
Collect.
to eat on their way back to California.
Thank you. Area code 213.
That's Ned Beatty, of course.
275-4469.
Ross Martin.
Bottled.
Staff isn't very friendly
You want one, don't you?
for some reason. Anyway, Jean goes to the bathroom. When she comes back out a minute later, her husband has vanished. She's assuming he went potty too. So she decides to check the bathroom.
Bob, are you all right?
No answer from Bob. No help from the staff. She asks Ned Beatty to go check, which he does.
Ain't in there.
What? I don't understand.
Ain't nothing to understand, lady.
She got no help from Vi next door at the little hotel. Walks away. Can't hear what she says, but she gets on this old-time phone. She wants to check the bathroom.
Will you unlock it, please?
Out of order, lady.
You unlock that door, I'll call the police.
That diner owner isn't much help. Eventually, he relents and lets her in. Check it out.
That old door ain't been used for years.
Was it open?
A little while later, she hears her car start, and there goes her station wagon. But who's driving? She finally calls the sheriff.
No, I looked there. I looked everywhere once they told me he wasn't in the washroom. I even looked in that little office over there.
Did you check the washroom?
Yes, I looked there.
Oh, where were you when the car drove off?
Well, I was in the cafe.
The sheriff makes Jim open that door, which opens to a shed.
Yeah, Johnny.
We're going to ask Vi to give Miss Mitchell a room.
What?
She wants a place to stay until we can find out what happened to her husband.
What? I don't want her here. She can't stay here.
Jim, I want her to have a place to stay. Do you mind?
That woman's been nothing but trouble, Johnny.
So she gets a room at the hotel next door, and then she goes searching. She can hear some whispering going on. She obviously is freaking out at this point. She tries to call the FBI.
That has one. I'm sure they'll take my call.
Vi is not very much help.
Well, would you be aware that if you tell the operator there's an emergency, she will break in on the line if it's busy. Would
She
you
was
please do that?
Trying to call home.
In a while. I mean, you won't do it. I mean, in a while.
Jean continues her search on her own to find Bob. She now finds herself, I believe, in that shed. And the car ends up coming back. But that's not Bob. That's a big guy named Lou. Limping Lou. She runs off, and then Ned Beatty tracks her down until he gets bashed in the head. These people are weird. She thought she saw somebody putting somebody back in the back of their car there. And then the diner owner and Lou took off again.
Yeah, they're looking for the Mitchell car. For the Mitchell car. Over.
Charlie and Neil are up near Walker Pass, Sheriff. Checking
She got a hold of the sheriff
I
again.
don't care what they're checking out. Tell them to get down here right away.
Okay, Sheriff. Lou's in there, isn't he?
The sheriff caught up with him.
Get him out here. You hear me?
Got ourselves a shootout. There's Ned Beatty again. He just shot the sheriff. No deputy, though. New plan.
Sorry to this ending. We're done for now, for sure.
Oh, no, we ain't. No, we ain't. We're gonna do it just like we said. Except she's gonna be in a car with him when we're ready.
Tom, you just killed her. Shit, that sheriff is dead and I the man coming in and he grabbed him like he always
They're going
did.
to pin it on Lou.
You gotta do this with me.
Don't you lean on me, Tom.
Now you hear me?
I ain't doing nothing, you hear?
You rather hang?
I'm gonna stop and get by.
Found Bob.
Come on, you hear?
I'm going to regret, lady, as I only have 10 minutes to spend alone with you before I kill you.
She's reunited with Bob in the back of the car. Then all of a sudden, Vi shoots Ned Beatty. I guess she wanted no part of this. They untie the ropes, and Bob finds a flare in the car. I think she's coming to shoot them.
I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna do nothing.
As the sun comes up, he's arrested. But Bob and Jean can go on their way.
Mary Lou! Is everything all right?
All right, let's talk about Dying Room Only. Hadn't seen this movie in a very, very long time. I got this originally back like 1989 maybe. My fellow Schlockmeister Jeff rented this from somewhere and got a copy of it. And I'm curious about that because I've tried to find evidence of a VHS tape, a pre-recorded VHS tape. I know it existed, but I can't even find any images online of it. So I never found this on my own either. So anyway, it's still not released on DVD. However, it has been released by Warner Archives and their made-on-demand program, which is where this is from. You can still get these off of like eBay, Amazon. They're around. They usually run between about $12 to $15 in that range. So it's a made-for-TV movie. It said 1973 on it, but apparently from what I read, it actually wasn't shown until October of 1974. So who knows? It stars Dabney Coleman and Cloris Leachman. They play a couple that are pulling into an Arizona, I think, a diner and hotel area in the middle of nowhere. And she goes to the bathroom. When she comes back out, her husband's gone. And the people inside the diner there, the owner and Ned Beatty, the other guy, they're not much help to her. They kind of blow her off like, I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am. I don't know where he is, blah, blah, blah. Turns out they had kidnapped him for some reason, which I never really understood why. But she spends the rest of the movie trying to find her husband. These guys aren't any help to her. The weird lady who runs a hotel next door, Vi, she's no help. The sheriff comes by. He's a little bit of a help, but he can't get anywhere with anybody. And suddenly he can't get anywhere with anyone either. The car pulls off at one point. She doesn't see who's behind the wheel, but it's gone. And the sheriff thinks, well, all I got to go on is your car's gone. Maybe he drove off without you. I don't know. Eventually, we find out, like I said, he was kidnapped. she's going to be kidnapped too. They're planning to kill them both. Again, for reasons why, we don't really know. But they do manage to escape. They manage to kill one of the guys, Ned Beatty. Actually, Ned Beatty doesn't die, but Vi shoots him, it looks like. Anyway, eventually the bad guys are arrested and they're free. Bob and, or Dabney Coleman and Cloris Leachman, and I guess they're going to go home, live happily ever after. So be it. Really short movie, too, 74 minutes. Back in the early 70s, mid-70s, the stations used to show movies like this. This is a made-for-television movie. They showed them in these 90-minute slots and just pump out 74 minutes. And some of them are really good, including this one, Soul Survivor with William Shatner's another one. Killdozer, very memorable one as well. But anyway, it's kind of a weird, creepy movie. It's not, I don't know if you'd call this horror or not, but it's good. It's a good movie. It's one of these movies that if you've seen it, you never forget about it, and that's the deal here. So anyway, check it out. It's called Dying Room Only. You can get it from the Warner Archive Collection. Thank you, Warner, for doing that. You guys are great. Buy it. Go out and buy this movie. Leave some comments down below if you've seen it. Let me know what you think about it. It's called Dying Room Only. Good stuff. Bye.